My name is Carrie Taylor, and thank you for tuning in. I would like to share with you some fantastic results that I've experienced lowering my cholesterol. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm 56 years old. I'm a mother of 3 sons, and I'm a grandmother of 2 grandsons. Um, I'm also an MS patient. Uh, I was diagnosed 21 years ago with multiple sclerosis. And at that time, I was extremely progressive. I had lost my sight, my speech, and the whole right side of my body. I'm an original drug study patient for Avonex and have been on the drugs since the beginning, which is now some 18 years ago. I'm now considered a remitting, relapsing MS patient. Um, I've always had really low cholesterol. In the past few years, my cholesterol um, jumped to 297, which is normally supposed to be between 108 and 199, and mine had gone to 297 in just a 6-month period that my doctor checks my blood work. He said in my case that it was hereditary, that my mom's cholesterol was really high, and that now my younger sister's is also high. He gave me information on my diet, how to change my habits, to lower it. And so I went home and I started reading all the product labels on everything, and I reduced my red meat intake, and I added more fish and chicken to my diet. But nothing was seeming to work. And this past summer, I started having some few dizzy spells, and I didn't know what was going on. But I went to lunch with my girlfriends, and we're sitting there visiting and chatting, and they said that my eyes just glossed over and my head hit the table, and I was out like a light. So I had just blacked out. So I went and saw my doctor that afternoon, and he took my blood pressure, and it was like 177 over 106. It was like in the danger zone. So he said that, I was going to have to do something about it. And my blood pressure had been running kind of hypertensive, but I'd had a lot of neck pain, and this last December I had my neck fixed and had surgery on it, and so the doctor and I thought that my blood pressure would go back to normal now that I was out of the pain. But instead it was just continuing to escalate. So he said that there was no way we could wait any longer, that he needed to put me on a blood pressure pill, and that I needed to go follow up with a cardiologist and see what was going on with my heart, that my blood pressure was so dangerously high I could have a stroke or a heart attack. So I went over and I made the appointment, and I did all the heart tests, and then I went back and saw the cardiologist, and he said that my heart seemed to be fine, but definitely my blood pressure was way too high, and I needed to stay on those pills. And he did find that I had a 50% blockage in the carotid artery on one side, but that it wasn't really dangerous yet, but that he needed to watch it. And he said normally with a patient that has really high cholesterol like I did, that he'd be putting the patient on a statin drug. And he said that he had been doing some reading on some scientific studies, and they had been finding that multiple sclerosis patients that were put on these statin drugs to lower their cholesterol, it was activating their MS. So he didn't want to go there. And of course, I opted not to go there, and decided that I would try and just continue to do what I had been doing, trying to eat a little bit better and lowering my cholesterol that way. Well, I went home and I was kind of down in the dumps about it. But my daughter-in-law was telling me about these products, and they were Liquid Nutritionals, and they were called the Triangle of Life, and it was a product made by a company called Sisel out of Utah. And she was telling me that the Triangle Life, these 3 Liquid Nutritionals, one was called Spectramax, which would give you the 40 antioxidants and then 72 trace minerals. And then there was the second one was Eternity, and it was made with resveratrol in it, which is the good stuff out of the red grapes. And then the third one was called fucoidan, and that they were supposed to help rebuild your body at a cellular level. So I did a lot of research and everything I could find on the web, on like PubMed and those types of places, to see what I could find out about this fucoidan and this resveratrol, and how would it react to my MS, and all those types of things, because I'm always really cautious about taking things that I'm not sure if it's going to activate my MS, or is it just kind of waste of money. So I started doing all this research and reading on these things, and all the studies were really positive. The fucoidan, the study showed that it increased your energy, that it enhanced your immunity. It helped with support to the digestive system, the circulatory system, the neurological system, and the Eternity, the resveratrol, would give you a lot of energy, and you would lose weight. It was a weight loss type ingredient in the resveratrol. And so, gosh, I just couldn't find anything that was negative about these products. And so I thought, I'm going to give them a try and see what happens. So I started taking them, and within about 2 weeks, I started having this energy, and I'm going, oh my God, this is awesome. I can work in my garden, and I can come in and clean my house, and I can cook dinner, and I have all this energy. And for me as an MS patient, energy is not on the top of my list. If I volunteer or work out in the garden or anything, after about 3 or 4 hours, I am pretty much done for the day. It is like somebody has just unplugged me, and I'm out like a light, and I have to sleep. It's one of the side effects to the disease. And so I was really stoked that I had this energy. My husband was going, gosh, what is going on? You are cleaning house and working in the garden and doing all these wonderful things that I usually find you on the couch. So what's up? So I just thought, God, at least I'm getting energy from these products. There's nothing else that I have changed in my diet. Nothing. And so after about 6 weeks, I went back to my doctor and had him do my blood work again, which he does it every 6 months. So he's looking at my lab reports, and he kind of has this funny look on his face, and he turns to me and he says, Carrie, what are you doing to lower your cholesterol? I said, oh, nothing, I'm just taking these Liquid Nutritionals. And he says, well, your cholesterol numbers, your overall cholesterol is back to normal. It's like 191. And he says your triglycerides were 150 points too high in July. And they've come down 90 points. And so I was just so excited. I had proof that these 3 products were working. My numbers were lower. My overall numbers were lower. And my triglycerides had really come down. Now, I still have to get them down a little bit more, but I think if I just keep taking this product, they're just going to naturally go down. This product is really rebuilding my cells and giving me what I need. So I am so excited that this product is working. I just like to thank Sisel for, coming up with a formula that intensifies these natural ingredients to really make them work at a therapeutic level. If you'd like to have some more information about these three products, the Triangle of Life, go to www.siseloregon.com and watch the videos. Listen to these testimonials. They're amazing. I hope you'll take my advice and take back your life too. Thanks for listening.